it doesn't feel like you're going to have a lot of fun, especially if you're a PA. It's squishy, but again, look at PA's items. Just look at PA's items. 3 branches, magic wand. Like, I know what you're up to here.
Yeah. She's going to be laning with the Treant as well.
No.
Nature's Grasp.
You got a lot of healing coming in too, like you're chasing a target with Leech Seed, you've got Living Armor for some extras, he's going to be buying all the tangos, you're just bringing the branches for the double duration heals. And the Mystery Machine, who went on a little bit of a trip into Mordor, well, Felt is walking into the Shire, and they're going to find good old Gandalf walking around here, high Shaggy, able to just barely get into the safety of the Tier 1 tower as Aframoosh is taking place in the camp, and he's going to throw in a very interesting Sentry Ward. It looks like it's outside of the camp, and it's going to get hit by the tower too, so it's got vision into it as well. And the fight breaks loose, toss onto Tib, and Jubei on the other side holding the Tiny in place. There's the bubble coming out from the SD, Aframoosh low on HP, and first blood for the Mystery Machine. Found Scooby-Doo for themselves, and Pingu trying to make his way out. Double King, he's going to find the Sentry Ward. They were a bit tricky with this one, but we're not actually going to see if it's going to block the camp or not, because it has been taken away.
Yeah, and that's incredibly important in this matchup. Like, the Coddle is going to shove out that mid wave and then immediately farm the side camp as well. You want to slow him down as much as possible, but because the Coddle thrives on this, it's very predictable that you're going to be doing this as well.
So,
good read by the Mystery Machine.
Yeah, it definitely is. Like, when you're looking at this mid matchup, Coddle versus Storm, a lot of wave pushing involved, a lot of heavy farm heroes basically on both of these two. Able to farm very early as well. It's not just, you know, a hero that's going to be farming for 20-30 minutes. These guys are going to be very active early on, and then apply pressure through that too. Who do you think is going to be more active in this game? Because I feel like I really like these Coddles these days who enable themselves with helping out the side lane pushes through kills, where you have like a lineup that's able to push towers. They don't really have a tower hitting lineup unless you count in the Wraith King, who he doesn't even hit towers early on either.
No, not really. He needs the full army for that. As I'm talking about the Wraith King, another toss back there. Aframoosh does not want to deal with Jubei.
Oh, he doesn't.
I do think that the Coddle is going to be a bit farmier than the Storm Spirit, unless the Storm Spirit also can't find any kills. But the Storm knows that if he wants to keep up in this game, he can't go into the farm war with the Coddle, because the Coddle will win.
Yeah. If the Mystery Machine doesn't come out winning lanes, I don't see them killing towers this game, until Wraith King is, like, very big.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard for them.
I don't like that. I just don't like that you're not able to take the top tower away. You can't pressure mid either. You have to play defensive. The defensiveness is maybe going to be their key. Lure and draw Felt, fighting under their Radiant bottom tower, for example. They could defend it. They could just stack up and hold it against Felt instead of pushing the top lane and kind of play on the more defensive end.
Or hope that Felt will give them the trade. You know, you take our bot tower, we take your top. There are teams that will let that go just because they're used to doing that. Kinda doubt that Felt will though. They have a Treant. It's very easy with a Treant to just remember, oh, I can actually hold this tower.
Nope, Treant is the one being targeted by the hatred of this Shadow Demon. 3 stacks of poison, 200 HP. He's got 7 stick charges now. A lot of poison there, but PA playing the aggressor. Solji forcing Mali Burgos away. Poison's also popped. Treant doesn't take too much of a brunt, but he's going to have to hold on to his salve until they're gone. Tib low on HP.
Yeah, this is
so much. A lot
of
star charges on the stick, though. Half HP heal. Pingu slapping away. Pingu can't go back in anymore.
Yeah, this is a lot better of a lane for the PA now that the Pangoliers do not take Lucky Shot anymore. He's suddenly, in the straight-up matchup, a lot less of a threat. You don't necessarily have to take Blur anymore to protect yourself here either. So he's not going to look for the physical trades with you.
Straight up PP boots for Shaggy. Shenra working for his Null Talismans. And let's see if we see something different from the Storm in this game. Would you go Orc at this game, or prefer to go for more Kaya and sustain-y stuff? You really need
It's
to play a pick-off game when you have an SD against you, unless you're killing the SD.
Yeah, that is basically the question, isn't it? Like, as much as you'd want to grab the Kotl for yourself, I think that the sustain is actually more important. But we're going to see if Shinra agrees on that, because it is a very valid choice to bring the fight to the Kotl as well. Otherwise, it's going to have to be the PA, for example. She's not going to join for a while.
Well, they are brawling on top again. SD down to 300 HP. Pingu chasing down. 3 stacks of poison already, but he's very low on Mali Burgos. Doesn't get the 4th stack to connect onto the Treant Protector. Now he does. And at the same time, Salty is just, oh, come a bit closer, boy. Come a bit closer. Phantom strikes in, takes the SD. Pingu's going to live. And also not really going to have much trouble off of this Tib Pango. Bit of a mistake from Mali there. He's kind of underestimating the fact that the PA could just easily jump and kill him. Like, did he just want to go all in? And Tib was kind of thinking maybe not. Mid though. Another fight. Shaggy down 120 HP. Now moving in to save his buddy. Mali Burgos to keep the storm away. Can he deny the water rune? No, he can't. He's gonna pop in and turn around. Shinra getting some early damage onto the Shadow Demon, forcing him to half HP. And now Shaggy on the chase. They could kill the storm. 5 stacks of poison. Feeling coming out. He just evaporates as he hits the 5 stacks of poison. And then we're gonna find another one. Aframush forces the toss onto the clockwork, but the bubble is there. No cogs, but body blocks might just do the trick here. Down at half HP. Illuminate flying out. Does it connect? No, it doesn't. That's Tiny walking away with his life intact.
Not with his HP though. Luckily, he's pretty fine with that because Zora is having a great time up versus the Wraith King here. That's profit into Wraith King. It's just I can see why they took this, even though there's, you know, a Shadow Demon in the game. Because this lane is still very nice for DP.
Yeah, yeah. Now you're playing a 1v2 in mid. Shaggy is like, can you please get the hell out of here? Probably not happy to have his support soaking his XP away from him.
He was already late on the level 6, nearly cost him his life. Shoo!
Yeah, exactly. Give me mana. Himself the mana.
Well, support's gone now.
Well, yep, the problem has been solved. Tango getting solo lane for himself as the SD's gone, getting himself that XP to hit towards Rolling Thunder, but it also allows Solji to keep on doing his thing here in the lane. Everybody's getting farmed nicely. Tango the least, Coddle the most. There's nothing too special outside of that, but haven't really looked at Wraith King, haven't we? He's going for the standard Armlet Deso Blink. He has already hit level 6, so he's in very good shape. Jubei's been moving around the map, allowing this Wraith King to get 1 farm, 2 XP. Exorcism with the catapult used, though. Let's see if we're going to see some TPs coming in, but there's a fight in top. Pib is low on HP. Bubble thrown in. Still keeping their distance. Nobody's able to come in back, though. Now we're still staying up as that catapult is taken down. There's no fight anymore in the top lane either. Tib lives out of that scuffle. PA close to level 6, though. Almost has the crit.
She's going to be looking for Mali Burgos again when she has that. And hi Shaggy, just about finishing up his boots of travel, so this is why he was not coming to bot lane before. Exactly.
Straight in. Okay, so now let's see what we can do. We can get a double stun potentially for the Wraith King here. Go in 1, with the chakra in as well, but he's going to be using it for himself. So he's getting a little regen out of this, and the toss saved. Nicely playing some time. Solji able to get the reincarnation off, and Shaggy out of mana, and nothing left to give. He's got his chakra magic off cooldown right now. He could get another blinding light by some time. Hit the PA, but he's already jumped out. He will skip on a kill. Good intervention coming in from Solji, as you saw the high Shaggy Coddle already take part very early into the fight. Fast reactions and good comms for Feld, honestly. Like, you're jumping in with a PA who just hit level 6 into a fight that's already breaking loose under the enemy tower while in the mid lane. Trying to get this SD kill. Shinra, he's gonna get it.
Wins for Feld once again. And not big wins, but we've seen last game how they capitalize on these smaller wins, and now nobody's bot anymore. It's Wraith King's feeling the hurt.
the distance at least, juking in the trees, Zor and Solji. But Aframoosh gonna get close enough for the toss. Oh, the cogs are pushing him away. Oh, he's getting tasered. The moment you're supposed to grab somebody by the hand, you're unable to squeeze.
Shaggy
Still diving,
again.
though. He is here. Illuminate used onto the creep wave. Now they're tanking the tower. Zor, Jubei keeping the distance, forcing them away. But Tip will get the kill on King with the help of Double King. So a Treant walks in their way. Double King getting a bit of a push going on with the skeleton. That could be a fast tower taken down. Felt is unable to defend it because Mali Burgos is keeping Aframoosh low. And Solji's also got barely any mana for himself. So participating in this. Double King's just getting a free tower in top. TP coming in from...
free damage.
Can't commit fully, though. Would have wanted to pull this all the way through.
Shinra is off map, he has to play careful.
And back to fighting in bottom. This is so back and forth. Bubble used by the SD. There's the exorcism from Zor. And we'll get the SD kill, but they're taking heavy damage from Shaggy. And Tip coming in with a rolling thunder. Can they get something done? Jubei walking in from the side. They're going to jump. The PA is going to be nuked first. And that's isolating Solji. Shaggy going for the 1v1 and should be able to get this kill onto Solji. And there we go. Jubei falls, but they got the bigger one. Now they need to get some retaliation in with the toss, with the siphon. Shinra with the jump onto the Pangolier, going to be taking down Tim and Shaggy. 1 versus 3. Can he get something done here? He's got no mana. He's got 1 earn charge. He's going to be throwing it onto the DP. Molly Woman is coming in from the side as well, throwing into the bubble. Shinra very low in mana, no HP, barely left, and Shaggy prancing around. And then maybe they can get something done here. Can they get these kills? They can get Shinra. Yes, they will. Perseverance pays off for Felt. Sorry for Mystery Machine. As Felt is losing heroes. Aframoosh, he's going to lose his life too. Another charge for Shaggy. Burgos gets the kill. And Zor trapped inside the cogs. What a turnaround for the Mystery Machine. Beautiful.
We have been asking ourselves how the Mystery Machine was going to get towers. Oh.
Got the mana for the cogs though. Can Solji? Can he? He lost his haste to the Demonic Purge. Not again. Not again. He does TP mids. Oh. Pain without the S.
Ay, 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 caramba.
That hurts for Felt, but for Mystery Machine, that was just, you know, getting better and better and better from every second to another.
Wins up and wins up and wins, and his top tower has taken so much damage, now they're gonna dive Pingu again.
Like, they can just push the advantage. They've been trying to heal it up. And be getting some solo XP for himself. He already used his ulti to keep them away. Rolling Thunder runs out. So they get the stun, but they're letting into the kill. Shinra jumps in for Jubei. Down to 25 HP. He is dying inside the Sprout. Pingu. Shinra's the one to grab it. Will fully die to the Nature's Grasp anyway. Tip, nowhere to go. Aframoosh, he walks onto the other side with the Avalanche, and they will get Mali Burgos and Tip, and now high Shaggy. Runaway Solji doesn't want to stay though. He's a bit afraid of the Coddle's capability. Mali Burgos trying to kill the Storm Spirit. 3 stacks of poison. Or just the 4th one. Trying to get there.
He's not even thread switching. Now he is.
Yep. Oh, yep. Oh, that's a TP cancel. The moment he pops his TP, he gets hit by the Avalanche. So SD's gonna have to walk somewhere else by the time he's back up. Felt small victories. 1 for 3 for them. Maybe more. Tip.
Too small.
Interesting bait. Maybe Double King wants to take part in this one.
His mid tower is hanging by a thread. This was always going to be the way in which Mystery Machine was going to take towers, right? Take a fight on the opposite side of the map, have the Wraith King put his skeletons on top of the tower. It's worked on top, and it's pretty much worked on mid as well. You gotta permanently babysit this thing now. You want to avoid anyone walking up, kicking it, and toppling it over.
3-man smoke. Shaggy, he's got no vessel charges. He just picked up the vessel off the courier, and they're going to be finding him. Aframoosh coming in from the side. There's the hook shot. Jubei isolating the 2 parties from each other's. He's got the storm spread inside, but the nuke damage is just way too much to deal with. Tip coming in, though. The silence doesn't quite come out in time, so Pango's going to get the rolling thunder, targeting the train protector. Pingu losing his life slowly, but not actually dying in the end. And now Mali Burgos trying to keep them away from the Pangolier. Toss comes out. Will engage onto the Pango. There's the Vortex with Shinra. More and more kills now going into favor for Felt, and Mystery Machine just can't fight back. Don't have their Wraith King yet.
And Shinra is in fact going to go for the Orchid, so he will be targeting down that Hotel now, who is himself moving for an E-Blade, so no real protection there from a Storm coming in with that silence.
Coming in to defend this mid lane though. TP into the toss, High Shaggy brought into the arms of the DP Jubei. Targeting Aframoosh. Tiny looks to be killed here.
Oh yeah.
Where to go?
Oh,
nice hook shot from Jubei. Takes the haste turn away. That's going to be another kill going in their favor. DP is going to be a whole different question though, but at least they've got the supports out of the way. PA doesn't want to have anything to do with this fight, and Shinra loading up his mana pool. He could TP in mid, but they don't have a glyph to save the tower, and the tower's about to fall. They've got the Shadow Poison, they've got the Purge as well onto the DP in front of the tier 2 tower. Shinra has to do something to save his buddy. Goes in for the jump, tries to get some damage onto the SD. He's got the bubble, trying to land it. Doesn't really even get the chance to use it, as he was trying to catch the Storm Spirit where they've got
Solji!
He's going to get the stun onto the PA, and Solji, he gets the jump into the creep wave. He's got no movement speed left though, and they're very low on the Mystery Machine. Aframoosh has only had a Blink Dagger up, but he doesn't. Needs 600 gold to finish it off. He almost gets a kill with the Avalanche. He does! It's enough! The last hit kills off the SD, who tried to keep the Tiny away.
These are the definition of scrappy fights. Very close to not dying on several. Oh yeah. Like Solji, we've been seeing, he doesn't want to get involved anymore. And it's like, fine, I guess I need to be here because the Wraith King has shown up, but
feeling the need to constantly kind of extend these fights and look for an even better thing over an already good situation, and then you find yourself overextending again and again. But still, like the high pressure, like this high octane action that keeps on coming from both of these teams. I'm actually surprised Mystery Machine wants to play that aggressor too right now with their, what, hook shot and SD with Demonic Purge. They can get Soar. Looks like he will be a free kill. Nobody's really arriving to the rescue, and they can't even get the Free Protector close enough. So Soar is down. Had no Exorcism for 20 seconds. Double King also the one to pick up that kill. Wraith King's gonna welcome with open arms any kills that he can get. Only needs a Mithril Hammer to finish off the Desolator, and they're already thinking about maybe going Roach when they finish that one off.
What was I doing?
yeah, and this is one of the reasons why the Wraith King is so good in this match, because he is looking for his full item timing, whereas the Storm and the PA, both only finishing up the first.
Oh, nice. He found another one. He stuns the Tiny, keeps him away. Solji. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. SD in a bit of trouble. He's going to lose his life. Jubei going to get jumped on by Shinra. Targeting also the Caudal. Orchid is there. Very dead Caudal. Pango nicely places the Overgrowth. Keeps the Pango in place. Swashbuckle comes out though, but he's got nowhere to run. Aframoosh is going to be there. He is already expecting here to go for the toss, and Jubei comes in. Aframoosh tosses it into the air, and Jubei is also looking very low. Zor chasing under the tower, and the Cypher's going to finish off the job and makes that a Fortitude. Pops the Exorcism. Is going to be taking this tier 1 tower for Felt.
Aframoosh's gonna feel bad if he dies there. That's just a single battery assault take.
Just
I've gone to Zor, but no, it targeted him. Unfortunate. Solji's gonna feel worse though. Like, that definitely cost him another half minute on his Battle Fury there. He queues up a second one real briefly. Man's not really in a good mood right now. There, yeah, Storm. You see, this jump. This Orchid feels great right now, as long as you're allowed to do this. What I'm afraid of is that as soon as the Wraith King comes in, all of your supports that are coming forward with you when you do this are going to get chopped to bits. And sure, maybe you kill the Caudal as a Storm, but then after that you've got an empty mana pool, and there's not 3 triumphant heroes standing side by side with you at the end, but just an angry Wraith King with an army of skeletons.
Now with that fresh Desolator, going straight to the Roche Pit is the Mystery Machine. Shinra finds the SD, strolling outside Tip, looking for the blinks, nobody dodges it. Storm able to get out with a ball lightning for himself, but still Tip coming back in, and the tossing save! Dodging disjoints the stun from the Wraith King thanks to Aframoosh with the blink toss save. And gonna die to a rocket flare out of all things, but holy damn, what a sacrificial save from the Tiny, though they're still gonna walk back into the Roche Pit and maybe looking for round 2 of contesting Roche. It's gonna be a tough one if they do. They're very scattered about.
Afterwards, once again showing why he is allowed to play support tank.
He's a true team player.
And the best understanding of toss that I've seen from, well, this entire division, I think.
Roche is going to go down uncontested. Felt is not going to be making any moves towards the pit, so the Aegis will be grabbed by the Wraith King. Also got his first Desolator extra damage stack in that previous fight. Starting to build in towards that plus 25. Fairy Fire's worth of damage.
I mean, technically it's only plus 20, right? Because 5 damage did get taken off of the Desolator. So you start off worse.
Tiny bit of a, oh yeah, you could say it's kind of a nerf.
Bottle just skipping his talents. So Ubs is showing here, finally going for the plus chakra. You know what? Who needs move speed? He's already fast.
Yeah, not gonna need that. You're kind of also thinking like, do you want to get that extra blinding light miss too, just because of the PA? Force her to build MKB or something like that. Well, maybe the BKB is probably gonna be your answer to it. But MKB is not a bad option in this game for a Phantom Assassin, considering if Coddle wants to go for it, because you're using a talent to force an opponent to buy an item, which is, I think, super worth.
I kind of doubt that she'd be in the market for that, though.
It is a very high, cost-efficient counter if you decide to take that route. Clockwork with an Invis rune walking about in mids. Not sure if he actually got spotted by the sentry or it was on the edge of it. I think Wave was walking in. Pingu, though, holding his tower. They need to use the glyph as well to keep this top tier 2 tower alive. We talked about the pushing power that was a bit lacking for the Mystery Machine. It's now definitely there with this Deso.
Still slow going, though. Look at him chopping away.
They're looking for Pingu so bad. Like, they know they have horses for vision, they have rocket flare for vision. Now they finally found where he is. But by the time they've done that, they've already finished off the tower in the mid lane. A lot of creeps also pummeling the bottom tier 2 tower with the catapult, so that's a tier 2 already halfway. They're not defending it though. Elf is probably playing very cautious because of that. They don't want to show any heroes on the map, because neither is the Mystery Machine.
They don't, and they also do not want to spend that exorcism. If they wanted to, Feld could have taken his bottom tower, but they know a high ground push is most likely coming with his Aegis, so Zor is keeping that in his pocket, is now flying in a BKB for himself as well. That's a lot of staying power versus his Coddle, who's been up until now doing the majority of the damage in these team fights.
That's now Kaya Sanj built on the Storm, so we did get to see the Orchid Kaya Sanj combination coming in whole, going for BKB next. What I'm a bit worried about here for the Storm is Kaya Sanj is very much needed, but would this have possibly been the game where you skip the Orchid and just go for an early BKB with a Kaya on top of it? Instead, we felt like, well, I'm gonna need some extra damage.
Disabling the Coddle's damage, especially.
Yeah, especially, yeah. Disabling is a good word to use here against the Coddle, definitely. Orchid is probably one of his worst nightmares. And there we go. They're going to try and pop the first life off of the Wraith King. Attempt is made. Oh, he dies, actually. Okay. So, it is a lead seat, which actually kills it there. The Orchid wasn't enough, and the Armlet toggled, and now we're going to have the full break of this fight as Afromus is going to fall. Mollywood is down. Pango is rooted inside the Rolling Thunder, and he's down. Soldier crits it down, and here comes a full-on PA with a BKB, and goes in. Wraith King isolated to the side. Hyshaki walking in to save him. Sun Spirit low on mana, and now they're going to find the Coddle too with that stun from Afromus. It's all coming apart for the Mystery Machine. Aegis lost, lives have been lost, the buyback has been spent, and it could not have been worse for the Mystery Machine, and they're gonna rightfully tip the SD. You bought back for nothing.
Absolutely. They were all so focused on the Wraith King getting attempted on a mid that they didn't notice the rest of Feld sneaking up from behind him. You get a full exorcism.
No crits. Statement hook shot. Oh, he goes back in! Actually ties him under the tower because he can. Solji gonna get the healing out from the Dream Protector, and as his buddies arrive, there's an SD in the back though, but Solji's slicing and dicing. Bubble comes out, Mali Burgos. Demonic Purge is available. He's gonna throw it down. Can he get this one? I don't think it's gonna be enough. The regen from the fountain is gonna be more than helpful. And it only does 200 damage, so it's gonna be good with this one. But oh, it got a bit of flair. Let's take a look at that.
Watching the fight again. Yeah. Pangolier completely disabled. That's the only team fight that they really have on the Mystery Machine. And then this is very good cogs if they had anybody left to fight with. But unfortunately, High Shaggy is not in any position to help out Double King there, and instead offers himself up to the ravenous hordes who come pouring from behind those cogs once they are finished.
That's such a big fight to break loose and felt. Even if the Storm doesn't have a BKB, well, DP and PA already have theirs, so they just basically pop 2 BKBs into a Rolling Thunder, getting overgrowth. Everything clicked for Feld, basically. You could almost say that was the easiest fight that they're going to have this game. See if they can get more of those. Orchid jump onto the SD. E-Blade coming out to save from High Shaggy. There's the overgrowth again. Pango still stunning the DP. Here comes our Solji PA slicing down Tim, taking the first light off of Double King. Shinra also coming back in there. They're going to be pulling Shaggy into the air, and a dagger to finish up Mali Burgos, and that's going to be 3 dead. Looking for 4. The silence coming out onto the Wraith King. Juve trying to save his life as well with the hook shot, but it's not going to be working out as Wraith King falls, and that's just 1 target to go. Do we get the rampage for Solji? They're gonna not take it. Shinra spoils the party. No rampage, but it is a team wipe. Nevertheless, Felt.
No.
Looking good.
How do you put it? It's like they've built momentum. They could almost say cracked the spine of the Mystery Machine. They stole the wheels of the wagon. Where's Scooby-Doo when you need him?
He's...
Indeed. Just, again, an overgrowth onto the Rolling Thunder. Solji walks in. Shinra's got some free space and time at the back. And by the time they first get the pop on the Wraith King, I love how they all just kind of leave the Wraith King there. They just go to the next target. They find Shaggy. Let's get the Coddle first. What is this Wraith King going to do anymore? He's scared because he just lost his first life.
He's on his own, and again, the Coddle is still such a big part of the damage. You have to keep remembering that this is their mid hero. This could have been like a Void Spirit or something like that. But these blasts are the damage that you need to be doing into the area control of the Clockwork, of the Pangolier, and of the place where hopefully everybody is hugging themselves trying to smother the Wraith King to death. But he dies so fast.
4-man smoke towards the side of Feld. Can the Mystery Machine surprise them? Jubei, he's got the vision hook shot capability onto Solji. Double King jumps an illusion! It's an illusion, it's a bait, it's a trap! SD is falling first. Storm low on HP. The root stays in melee range, but he can't hit. He can't hit. The Double King is down. Tim will fall, and Shinra to chase Shaggy away from the dire side of the map, and Juve sliced and diced as Solji crits into death. You're so close, but so far away. GG 2-0 Felt. They win the #1 team of the division.
It's gotta feel
trying
good.
to score.